All right, let's take a look at what's happening. Oh, what's happening is we have chickens on the loose. Oy, oy, oy. What happened? How did that happen? What are you through? All four of you are out. How did that happen? Oh, I know exactly how it happened. Can you get yourselves back in? Probably not. Oh, you can get yourselves back in. Okay, this was not the video I intended, but it is the video you're going to get. So we're going to get them back in. Okay, now I only have one on the outside, and that one, I don't know if you can see it, is never going to make its way back because there's no ingress on that side. I cannot believe those four, all four of them were out. All right, so here's what's going to have to happen, and this stinks from my perspective. 3 are back in with mama. 4 wants to be back in with mama, and is not going to be able to because it's got itself into quite the predicament. So now somehow I have to make my way down this narrow alley that it is stuck in. Ugh, spider web. I'm going to have to snatch it up. And it's going to get very... Look, the moms are mad at me. Stop it. I'm trying to help. Don't attack me. Well, they're pretty. Oh, that rooster tried to get her back. So now I'm making my way back up and around because there's no way to get through at that other end of that alleyway there. What did you do? You're all right. We're going to put you back, and then we're going to fix the fence because somehow y'all found a way out. Look, right through here. So I need a new zip tie, apparently. That's completely doable. All I was doing, honestly, was coming out. I did not know they were out. I really didn't. You don't believe me, I'm sure, but I really didn't know they were out. I had just finished grooming goats, and I wanted to come out and show you how big the babies have gotten, how grown up they are. And they're so grown up, they let themselves loose. little jerks. Scared the bejeebers out of me because I don't know why they would want to be loose when moms are here. And the question really is, how often have they been doing that? Meanwhile, why are you guys all in here? Is it because mom got mad at me and so you're all afraid she's going to take it out on you? Yeah, you're all going to go in the house now because that's a safe spot? Great. Here's a video of an empty run. Because nobody's out anymore. So, you know, I haven't mentioned, I've been talking about the duck for a while, and I haven't mentioned the fact that this duck was a single duckling. It was really an overhatch from a paid order, and the person who paid for a specific number of ducklings did not want the extra. And I always hatch extra just in case, right? You never know. And I certainly don't want to have somebody, like, let's say they wanted 5 ducklings and I have 5 hatch and something happens to one and then I only have 4. What do you do? Do you tell them too bad, so sad, you just have to take the 4 and be happy? Do you restart and then I have 4 ducks that have no home, right? Like, you know, you don't want that, right? So I always set extra eggs. And if I have an order for 5 ducklings, I try and hatch 7 or 8. Because usually at that point, if they all hatch, let's just say I get lucky and all 8 hatch, I have 3 extras. 3 extras are a great trio to go home to somebody who maybe didn't place an order in advance, but is willing to do a more spontaneous buy. So I always overhatch. Well, in this case, there was a single duckling that was an overhatch and the person didn't want an extra duckling. You know, they had kind of assessed their room and this was the room that they had. Perfectly acceptable answer. And in fact, I respect that, right? I absolutely respect the fact that they were like, look, I can't take on one more. This is what I have budget for. This is what I have space for. This is what I planned for. It's fully respected. So our duck became a chuck. And he or she was raised with all these chickens. And of course, yes, he or she is 10 times the size of these little bantam chickens who are full grown at this point. But they're his flock. They're his friends. They're his buddy. And they are absolutely, you can't even see what I'm showing you. They're absolutely bonded as a group. They go together, they hang together, and they will move into the big flock together as one, as a little family. Now, I'm trying to chase them out because I'm noticing, I think, Mr. Duck, yep. Okay, gender reveal day. Oh, his taste full of surprises. It's a boy. So that is a bummer. I would have liked another duck instead of a drake. But so be it. It's a drake. And I told you that when he started to quack instead of peep, that I thought it was a drake. I don't think you're going to be able to see it on camera, but he is just getting the start of a drake feather. Yeah, he's not going to be very cooperative. So a drake feather, and I've showed this in a previous video on a different bird, is just a little tiny curly feather on the end of their tail. Only drakes get it. This bird, June, July, August, about 3.5, maybe 4 months old tops, and has just now popped his drake feather, or sprouted it, however we want to say, right? So confirmed, definitively a boy. And it's funny because I just sold a drake out of my main flock, so we certainly have room. Oh, what was that? We certainly have room for another drake. That's not a problem. And this breed, I've talked about before, is very amenable to having drakes, excess drakes. So that's, again, not a problem whatsoever. So congratulations, I have a boy. Here's a rooster for your fun. And everybody's gone again. So I am going to let them be. Actually, I'm going to fill their feeder. I cannot believe I filled that this morning. And it is, oh, it's not empty. It just hasn't fed through. There we go. That's better. That'll probably bring them all out again. I don't know why it didn't feed through. Maybe because there's some clumpy stuff here. We'll get rid of that. We've had some rain and stuff, so there might be a couple of those holes that are tucked up. If they clear me out of food today, which they should, based on what I just saw, I'll be able to fully clean that, clear it, so it feeds more appropriately. I hear the babies. I don't see the babies. There's my scout hen. All right. That's all there is. So there, you had a great chicken escape and a gender reveal for a duck who is now a drake. I don't typically name my ducks or drakes, but you know, if you want to give me some suggestions for what to call him now that we know, we'll go from there. All right, guys, until next time, I got work to do. Bye for now.